So comparative study of all forms of business organizations. First, let us understand the basis of comparison, that is the formation. In case of sole proprietorship, it is easy to form and there is no registration in this case. Registration is not required for a sole proprietor. Then in case of partnership, yes, it is easy to form again and registration is optional. Then in case of Hindu undivided family, again it is easy to form and it is exempted from registration, that is no registration is required for HUF also. Then in case of cooperative society, compulsory registration is required. The cooperative society has to register itself under the Cooperative Society Act 1960. Then in case of company, a lengthy expensive formation is there. The formation is lengthy, it is expensive as well, and registration is compulsory for every company under the Companies Act 2013. Then let us understand regarding membership. In case of sole proprietorship, there is only one owner who is the member of the, or only one single ownership is there, single member ownership is there in case of sole proprietorship. In case of partnership, minimum 2 partners are required and maximum 20 can become partners in any business. But in case of banking company, the maximum limit is only 10. Then in case of Hindu undivided family, minimum 2 adult members are required. Rather, 2 adult male members are required to form the Hindu undivided family. Then in case of cooperative society, minimum 10 adult members are required and there is no maximum limit in case of cooperative society. Then in case of company, rather private company, minimum 2 members are required to start a private company and minimum 7 members will be required to start a public company. But maximum limit in case of private company is 50, and there is no maximum limit for public company. So there can be any number of members in a public company. Then let us discuss about the capital contribution. For sole proprietorship business, there is limited capital because he is a single person advancing the funds to his business. Then in case of partnership, limited capital but more than sole proprietorship business. Then in case of joint Hindu family, the ancestral property itself is the capital of the joint Hindu family business. Then in case of cooperative society, yes, again it has limited resources, that is limited capital. In case of company form of organization, there is large financial resource. Yes, the capital in case of companies can be large amount of capital compared to all other forms of business. Then let us understand regarding liability. So in case of sole proprietorship business, the liability is unlimited. Again in case of partnership, the liability is unlimited. But at certain times there may be limited liability partnership also, where only one partner's liability is unlimited and other partner's liability may be limited if they have established themselves as limited liability partnership. Then in case of Hindu undivided family, the liability is limited for all the members, but liability of the Karta is unlimited. Then in case of cooperative societies, the liability of all the members is limited to the extent of the capital contributed by them, that is to the extent of the share value contributed by them. Then in case of companies, again, yes, it is limited only. The liability of all the shareholders in the company is limited to the extent of the share capital contributed by them. Then let us understand and discuss regarding management and control. In case of sole proprietorship, the owner takes all the managerial decisions. Owner himself manages his business single-handedly. Then in case of partnership, all the partners control and manage the business of partnership firm. In case of joint Hindu family, the Karta takes all the decisions. That is, the Karta manages the business of joint Hindu family. Then in case of cooperative society, the management committee is appointed and it takes all the decisions for cooperative society. In case of company, professional employees like managers are appointed and they manage the business. Shareholders elect the directors who take all the major decisions. So management of companies is entrusted to professional managers and shareholders will elect the directors who will take the important decisions for the company. Thereafter, let us discuss upon continuity. In case of sole proprietor, existence of the business depends upon existence of the owner. That means whatever if any unforeseen contingent event happens with the sole proprietor, अगर वो insolvent हो जाता है या अगर उसकी डेथ हो जाती है या और भी कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है सोल प्रोप्राइटर को, in that case the existence of the business may come to end. Then in case of partnership business is more stable. It may be continued even in the case of say retirement or death of partner or insolvency of partner, but only after reconstituting the firm. That is, the firm can carry on the business but only after reconstitution. Then next is Hindu undivided family. It is stable as continues even after the death of the karta. The next senior most male member becomes the karta. Okay, so yes, the business can continue in case of joint Hindu family also. Then cooperative society is stable as the members and business firm are separate. So whatever happens to the member, the business of the cooperative society will not be affected. Then company form of organization, it is also stable due to the separate legal existence. The shareholders are different, they enjoy the separate legal existence apart from the company. So both are different, being separate legal entity concept applying, and hence the business of company is also stable. It continues whatever happens to the shareholders. Then next is legal status. There is no separate legal existence of the sole proprietor. Sole proprietor and his business are one and the same. Again, in case of partnership, they are saying there is no separate legal existence. So in case of partnership also, there is no separate legal existence apart from their name or partners, name of the business or partners. They are one and the same. This is what they are saying. Then in case of joint Hindu family, yes, there is separate legal existence. The karta is different from the joint Hindu family business. So they are separate legal entities. In case of cooperative society also, there is separate legal existence. And in case of company also, there is separate legal existence. Okay. Then let us discuss about sharing profit. Sharing profit may only owner gets all the profit in case of sole proprietor. Then in case of partners, the profit is shared between the partners as per the agreement. So the ratio of profit sharing will be decided as per the agreement between the partners. Then in case of joint Hindu family, the ratio of sharing the profit is equal in all members. Then as per cooperative society act or its bylaws, as per the volume of the business with cooperative society, तो जितना उनका बिजनेस होगा उस हिसाब से प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो होगा मेंबर्स के बीच में. एक्चुअली वो प्रॉफिट ओरिएंटेड नहीं है, बट जो भी उनका थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉफिट होता होगा वो अकॉर्डिंगली बायलॉज में जो भी लिखा होगा उस हिसाब से वो लोग शेयर करेंगे. जैसे पार्टनरशिप में पार्टनरशिप की डीड होती है, वैसे ही कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी में बायलॉज होते हैं जिसमें उनका प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग, अगर कोई भी प्रॉफिट होगा तो कैसे शेयर करना है वो लिखा रहता है. So according to the volume of business and whatever is written in the bylaws. Then as per number of shares. So whatever there is if there is profit in case of company, it will be divided in the number of shareholders. Yes, we were discussing about profit, and profit will be distributed among the shareholders in case of company. Then business secrecy. In case of sole proprietorship, there is perfect business secrecy because no secrets will be shared by the person himself because he is the single owner of business. Then business secrecy in case of partnership. Yes, again in case of partnership, The secrecy may be shared only in between the partners. So whatever secrets are there, only maybe it is shared among the partners and no other person. Then in case of Hindu family, secrets shared between the members and no other third party. Then in case of cooperative society, secrets are shared between the members, compulsory to give report of financial position. तो उसमें जो भी फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन है कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, बस उसके बारे में डिस्कशन होगा, तो उनके मेंबर्स को ही खाली ये सीक्रेट्स पता होंगे और किसी को नहीं. इन केस ऑफ कंपनी, सीक्रेट्स आर शेयर्ड बिटवीन द मेंबर्स एंड द पब्लिक रिपोर्ट्स, दे आर कंपल्सरी टू पब्लिश द पब्लिक रिपोर्ट्स फॉर एनी पब्लिक कंपनी. तो पब्लिक कंपनी के लिए इस तरह के कोई सीक्रेट्स मेंटेन नहीं होते हैं, प्राइवेट कंपनी के लिए ये सीक्रेट्स मेंटेन हो सकते हैं.